What up, YouTube? Snodge from Nodging right now. I appreciate y'all waiting for your boy. Just left the airport dropping off Raina. So I was running a little bit behind, but we here. About like 4 minutes behind, and we good. Hope y'all doing good, feeling good. We got a full show tonight. As I was saying, I just dropped off Raina at the airport. She's going back home, spend some time with the fam. So that's what's happening. The video tonight, what we're checking out tonight, I have no idea, nothing about it, know nothing about it except for the guy's name, Chad Doerman. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I do know that this was requested, and I believe it was requested by Meg. I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. Patrice, what's going on? What's happening? Hold on 1 second, let me move this out the way a little bit. Oh man, we got a man early. Okay, so the video tonight, this is about Chad Doerman and him unaliving his 3 sons, which is crazy to even think of. That's very wild for me to even process. So we're going to be taking a look at this. I have a few videos saved because, like I said, I don't know nothing about it. We're going to be learning together. If you ain't heard of it, maybe we'll see Meg come through and she can give some more backstory and such. But yeah, so this should be interesting. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my screen ready so I can share it, so we can take a look at that. I want to look at an overview video to get some backstory first. So I'm going to pull this up. Give me 1 second while I get that pulled up. Okay. And we're going to start with this one right here. Let me share my screen. So we're going to start off with some body cam footage. This is the actual arrest. So I might have to do some maneuvering. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Not bad. Not bad. Let me adjust that a little bit. Okay. 1 second. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this down because that's not even accurate anymore. All right. So let's check this out. This is the body cam footage. It says Ohio dad allegedly lined up and unalived 3 kids before wounded mom calls 911. Crazy. Wild. So let's get into this.
Where's he at? You got him on the floor. Gotta find cover first. We ain't no good if we ain't safe ourselves. Hey, no. We need to come from this side where we can see them. Take cover behind it.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
Show us your fucking hands now! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up now! Stand up! Stand up!
This fool crazy. Yeah, it gotta be something wrong with this fool. They repeated at least 10 to 15 times to stand up. He sat there chilling on his front porch, acting as if nobody there, let alone cops with guns in your face. That's a whole nother level right there. That's a whole nother level. What's up, Lady C? Have y'all checked this out already? Or am I watching this for the first time by myself? We're gonna look through all the content and such, but I just want to know. I look like Lady T saw it already. Have you seen this, Patrice? Or are you watching for the first time like me? The man said, "Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you." With his hands tied behind his back.
What's going on, man? Can I stand up? I'm gonna get you here in a second. You can do whatever you want. You the only one else inside the house? What? You the only one else inside the house? Yeah. Sit down right here. My daughter, she ran her to the fire department. Sit down. This is my stepdaughter. Put him in that cage.
Okay, so there it is, replaying it again. Okay, so I don't know if they knew about the kids at this point, but it looks like it was just a arrest so far. So let's look at a video to give us like a little bit more of an overview as far as everything that's going on. So let's see, body cam. Tree says, "Have to admit I'm not interested, but I'm not into arrest vids or court cases too much, but I kind of find them interesting." Yeah, no, I agree. Like sometimes it depends. Sometimes they are interesting. It just depends on the specific which ones. I'm doing this one because it was based off of Meg's request. I don't know. Maybe we'll see if she pulls up tonight. Let's check this one out. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. Let's switch it up again.
On June 15th, an unimaginable tragedy occurred on Laurel Lindale Road in Monroe Township, Ohio. 3 small boys shot and killed. Police say the killings were execution style and by their own father. Prosecutors say 4-year-old Hunter was shot twice in the head. 7-year-old Clayton was shot outside and tried to run away. And 3-year-old Chase was ripped from his mother's arms before he was killed. The boy's father, Chad Doerman, taken into custody without any resisting and confessing to the heinous crimes. Now, prosecutors are saying they're going to seek the ultimate punishment for him for those murders. Tonight, we're digging deep into the accused killer's past and talking about what's next in the quest for justice for those 3 little boys.
Wow.
Good evening to you, and what...
This is wild already. So this is going to be an overview video, basically going through all the information that we do need to go through so we can get an understanding of what's going on. So this is probably a good one to take a look at. Patrice, I meant to get that video from you the other day. I know that you brought up the YNW Melly case. So I haven't been keeping up with it a lot, but like once we go through this, I don't mind going through that one as well. We can definitely take a look at that. So I watched a few like other channels that went over it, that was talking about it, but if you got a link, we can definitely take a look at that.
Welcome to Closing Arguments. I'm Julie Grant, in tonight for Vinnie Politan. We begin this hour in Claremont County, Ohio, where defendant Chad Doerman is being accused in the execution-style shooting deaths of his 3 young boys. The boys were 4-year-old Hunter, 7-year-old Clayton, and 3-year-old Chase. They were shot and killed on June 15th. And we've looked at that body camera footage together of those moments of Doerman surrendering to police. Well, tonight we have some brand new videos to show you of Chad Doerman being taken to jail, being booked in the county jail just hours after the murders of his 3 sons.
The crazy thing is, it don't look like he's on any drugs or not even alcohol or anything like that. I'm gonna be fast forwarding it as we go through it.
Night, my friends. This case is something else, isn't it? We're taking a deep dive tonight, my friends, and we've brought in tremendous guests to help us do that. I want to welcome in tonight, joining us from Los Angeles, California, senior reporter for DailyMail.com, Caitlin Becker. And please check out Caitlin's great coverage on the Daily Mail Crime TikTok page as well. She's all over the story and many others. And also with us tonight, a pleasure to welcome.
I actually want to check out that TikTok. Let me rewind that real quick. What is it?
Becker, and please check out Caitlin's great coverage on the Daily Mail Crime TikTok page as well. She's all over the story and many others. And also with us tonight, a pleasure to welcome in retired FBI special agent and lawyer Bobby Chacon, joining us from Los Angeles as well. Good evening to you both. Thank you so much for being on the program. This case is nauseating. And that's probably an understatement. Could we start with the public sentiment? When I understand this guy has every right to the presumption of innocence in America. I understand he's cloaked in it as he's being booked in that jail. But what turns my stomach is when you have someone carry out crimes that are witnessed, he surrendered surrenders to police, confesses to it, and now we might see the family, what's left of the family, should I say, be tortured by a trial. It's a tough pill to swallow. Caitlin Becker, let me go to you first on this one, please. Talking to people, doing your reporting, could you speak to that aspect of it, about how it's tough to look at someone like Chad Doerman and know that he is deserving and will receive all of the rights that every defendant receives?
It absolutely feels like the sentiment is shared by every single person that the presumption of innocence.
I want to go to one that's not as long. It seems like this is going to be a long, detailed one. Huh. Yeah, this one is about like 42 minutes. I don't know if we want to go into that long of a detailed one. Let's check out this one here.
63 or 21. Have EMS respond over here.
Executed by their father, Corbins. The shocking documents also reveal their father considered their execution for months before allegedly pulling the trigger.
Damn.
You're clear, they're being advised.
Exactly.
We're right in the front yard.
As Law and Crime Network reported, 32-year-old Chad Doerman was arrested and
I agree. I want to say, like, I like the correction right there. Because he don't look normal right there. But seems normal. He was talking very, like, you wouldn't have thought twice when he was saying his name and what he did or whatever. But, like, the fool was obviously crazy or something going on. Because, like I said, he didn't seem slightly intoxicated. He didn't seem like he was under any type of drugs or anything like that. It's just wild.
charged in the murders of his three sons, 7-year-old Clayton, 4-year-old
And slaughter.
8-year-old Chase, last month.
We have here is the planned slaughter of 3 young boys, ages 7, 4, and 3. The first one was shot. It was the 4-year-old shot in the house 2 times, and sitting 2 bullet wounds to the head. Both of his head.
Wow.
The second child shot was a 7-year-old who fled the residence, ran some 300 feet from the residence, and was gunned down from behind by the defendant. He then approached the silver wings and
Said the second one was gunned down from behind, and they said he was trying to get away. He was running. Like, what has to be going through your mind? Like, these are your kids, first off. Like, you are a dad and you have 3 boys, and you make this decision. Not make this decision, it wasn't like a spur of the moment. They say he was planning this. Like, what has to, I don't know if this is is this one of those things where it's like a legitimate case for the fool being crazy? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping up? Am I off with that? Am I letting off the hook by saying like he's probably crazy? Because I don't know if they're gonna we're gonna hear him talk or say anything or whatever specifically, but like what has to be going through your mind to logically, non-influenced by any drug or alcohol or anything like that, to think that I'm going to make the decision to to unalive 3 of my children. I don't know.
incapacitated, alive, shot in the head twice. From close distance, the power moves. That's it. And then he went at the 3-year-old. He was startled enough, he ripped the child from the mom's arms and put it over his head. Close range.
We're now getting a closer look
Wow.
at the gruesome details that led up to the murders of the 3 boys. According to court documents, Doerman, quote, did purposefully and with prior calculation and design cause the death of his 3 children. All 3 children were under the age of 13 years of age. Investigators were called to the New Richmond, Ohio home on June 15th after Doerman allegedly shot all 3 boys with a
This fool is crazy. This fool is legitimately crazy. Oh, let's pause. Let's come back through. We gotta give the biggest. Oh wait. Let me redo that. Hold up. Nefertiti come through with the super chat. What's up, Nefertiti? Appreciate you coming through tonight. She says, did you watch Chad being a big old crybaby before courts? No, I did not. Do y'all have that video? Do you have that video? I don't know. I want to see that because prior to, I'm not sure how long you were just on, but like we watched a little glimpse of him talking, well, a couple of glimpses of him talking, and it was literally just him sounding like a normal everyday person. Actually, I think that's what Patrice was saying. He just sound normal. He sound like a normal person that you would just pass, or you probably work with, or you see, daily through your routine or whatever. He didn't sound crazy. Don't sound like he's intoxicated. Don't sound like nothing. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find that. Let's finish this one up right quick. Let me go back up in here and check this out.
Entire family lay with him in the bedroom for a nap. As Doerman's 3 sons and their mother laid on the bed, prosecutors allege he got up and removed a .22 rifle from the gun safe next to the bed. After that, he opened fire, shooting one of the sons. The mother began helping the injured son while screaming for the other boys to run off. The boy's sister, who had been in the living room watching TV, approached the bedroom just in time to see her first brother shot.
Wow.
After that, court documents allege she screamed for the other boys to run off. She told investigators Doerman chased after one of her brothers and, quote, began shooting as he fled. The documents say the boy was, quote, struck by gunfire, knocking him to the ground. Doerman then apparently shot him at close range in the head. After that, the sister ran back to the home and collected 3-year-old Chase. According to court documents, she ran off with the boy, but Doerman...
Do you understand how, like, I think the mom was wounded, right? She survived, and then the daughter was unharmed, from what I remember. Like, there's a whole nother level of being traumatized by this situation that they're going through. Like, a whole nother level. Like, that daughter, knowing that her 3 brothers was executed in front of her, and then that mom, like, having to tell her, what, like 3-year-old or 4-year-old or 7-year-old, I'm not sure which one it was, son, to run for their life from their father. That's one of the craziest situations that you can possibly be in. Like, the craziest. The one that's there to protect everybody in the house is there assassinating everybody in the house. I don't even have words to understand, like, how, like, what has to be going through a person's mind to make that decision. And then go out and sit on the front porch and listen to the police say, get down, get on the ground 15 times, and he just sit there until they walk up to him, and then he get on the ground and they roll him. He said, can I roll over? It's a little bit uncomfortable. Who gives a damn what you think is uncomfortable after you just offed all your kids, or 75% of your kids, and you talking about what's uncomfortable? What the hell you think your daughter finna go through for the rest of her life, and your wife or girlfriend or whoever it was? Like, that is wild. Like, they're gonna need all type of help. They might go crazy from it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that go crazy from situations like this. There's a lot of people that go crazy through situations just like this. Let's check out some of the comments. Oh wait, let me make these bigger. Oh, good. I got just in time. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna check out some more of the videos. I'm gonna need y'all help finding the ones that y'all want to see because I don't know nothing about this case. I just put a whole bunch of them in the playlist and we're gonna go through them. Let's see. Okay, I see the video that you dropped, Nefertiti. Appreciate that. I'm gonna pull up on my phone because I can't click on it from here. Let's see. That's him getting ready for his first appearance. Okay, cool. He shot her in the hand. What the hell? He shot her in the hand? Oh, she tried to grab the gun. Okay, gotcha. The poor daughter tried to escape with one of the children, and he ran out the den shooting. Oh, God. Wow. She will need tons of therapy. Yeah. Hold up. We got a phone call. We got, Raina calling me. Hold on 1 second. Hey, babe. Oh, wait, hold on. This Raina, y'all.
Hi, everyone.
Raina saying hi.
Who's
Sure.
on?
Nefertiti and Patrice.
Oh, I missed. I missed both of them.
And Lady T and I'm not sure. A few people watching.
Lady T.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hate that I'm not there, but I'm on my way home, so I'm happy about that. But I won't take up too much time then. I just want you to know my flight's late. Okay, love you. Bye.
All right, love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Patrice said hit that like button. Thank you, Patrice. I appreciate that. Hit that like button, y'all. Y'all see this right here? Hit that like button. Don't be popping up in and just spectating and not hitting that like, alright? Okay. Let's say, oh wow, I don't know, they be coming in so many different sizes. That's what she said, huh? He did this to punish his wife. But how is that punishing I mean, I get it, yeah, obviously it's punishing your wife, but like, how is that a decision that you would think would be the right one to punish someone? Like, these are your kids. This is what makes me wonder, like, how did he view his children? How did he view the process of having children? Right? Like, if this is an option for you, as far as a route for punishment, how do you view this as punishment to your wife? Like, I can't imagine you thinking that a punishment to another person is to off both of you all's offspring. Like, this is also a punishment to you. You may be like a little bit crazed in the moment, but this is not a temporary thing. This is for the rest of you all's life. Like, how does one proceed to get out a gun and feel committed to the possibility of doing that to your own children? It's not like, I mean, I think it's wrong regardless of what, like, to do that to children in any way, shape, or form. To be honest, like I was telling Meg, because Meg wanted to review this case, and I don't like going over anything that involves kids. Like, that's just like a sensitive thing to me, because they like so like helpless, right, to some extent. So like anything that has to do with kids, I really don't like looking into it or checking out. But at the same time, it's also reality, and I guess that's always something that we can learn through, review and everything, whatever it may be. But how is it that you view your children when you in your mind think that it's okay or it's cool to punish someone to off your offspring? And I was saying that it's not like, it's even with all that being said, it's not like it was someone else's kids or like even his step kids or something like that. Like, these are your children that came from you, and you think that to punish your wife, and I don't even like what, I'm not sure exactly what happened where he thought that punishment was an option by this, I guess solution, so to speak. But what was it that he was trying to punish her for? And then why is it that punishment this way is the route to go? Like, this is punishment towards yourself. You may not think about it right now, right? But in a couple of I don't know. I'm not sure how far along this case is, but in a couple of weeks, months, maybe years, when you in jail, you're gonna realize the real punishment. This was punishment towards yourself. I don't know if they're gonna have him in like some type of protective custody or in isolation or somewhere around other people, but people in jail or prison, shall I say, or whatever. I don't know about everywhere, but in Chicago, if you were a SUO offender or you were a child herder, when you go there, they gonna make sure you feel it every day. You gonna get treated bad. Like you gonna regret every day of your life, pretty much. Is what I'm saying. When it comes to anything with children, right? And I'm not exactly sure where this even took place at, but I would think that it's the same way where he's going. So you may think it was punishment towards her, which it was, obviously, like, you know, which is sad and it just sucks, but this is ultimately punishment to yourself as well. And as you get older, because I think they say he's 32, which is like, you know, a year younger than me. I'm 33. I'll be 34 in, shit, what is it, September? February, the 8th of February. So being in that same age range, and I don't have children, but just thinking like that's an option, a solution to do so. Like you're technically still pretty young, right, in the grand scheme of life. And if you survive another 50 years, right, 60 years, let alone even just 20 years, you're going to realize like the damage that you've done to yourself, right? The damage that you've done to yourself because of an in a moment split decision. Well, not split decision, I'm sorry. They said that it's been premeditated and it's been going on forever, but this is just my thoughts. This is me thinking about a person that's in that same age range and, you know, just having that ability to view this as an option. It's crazy. So, let's get back into it. I'm going to check out that video in a second. Before I do, check out some of the comments. These were straight up babies. It's tragic. Agreed. Miss Deetra. Am I saying that right? Is it Deetra? Put it in like the, you know, the pronunciation ways where you spell how it should be pronounced. So I can make sure I'm saying your name right. I don't like saying people's name wrong. Because my name is Najee, and a lot of people say my name all type of ways. So I don't like saying people's names wrong. Exactly. He was a narcissist that was deep into his me shit. Oh, it hit him real quick when they put him in that turtle suit. Okay, we got some videos to watch then. I'm gonna check it out. I want to see that. This was the ultimate DV result. What's DV? Y'all will realize I don't know a whole bunch of stuff, right? My famous line that right now always mess with me because, you know, I say it, but it's also true. I know a lot about what I know. Other than that, I don't know, right? I know a lot about fitness. I know a lot about losing weight, building muscle. I know a lot about nutrition, a whole bunch about all that stuff. But outside of my scope of what I do know, I don't know a whole bunch of other stuff. Actually, I do. I have a lot of experiences. We'll talk about those later. I've been cutting my hair since I started cutting my hair when I was 14, so almost 20 years now at this point. And other people's hair as well. I've done a lot of stuff, but I focus on stuff that I know. So I don't know a lot of stuff. So if I ask you what some stuff, just tell me. I don't know. All right, we'll get to the rest of the comments in a little bit. Let's get back to the show. Talk too much.
Caught up. They read in part, quote, as she approached the road and apparently shot him at close range in the head. After that, the sister ran back to the home and collected 3-year-old Chase. According to court documents, she ran off with the boy, but Doerman caught up. They read in part, quote, as she approached the road, the defendant caught up with her, raised the rifle, and pointed the gun at Chase. Doerman then demanded she put Chase down. After that, she, quote, witnessed the defendant attempt to shoot Chase in the head. However, the gun did not fire, and it appeared he was out of ammunition. At that point, Chase ran over to his mother while his sister ran toward the fire department, saying her father was, quote, killing everyone.
It is an incomprehensible.
While his sister ran out of ammunition. his mother while his sister ran toward the fire department, saying her father was, quote, killing everyone.
Wow.
It is an incomprehensible act of horror that he perpetrated.
It's crazy. They like triplets. Imagine being that little girl and having to tell the fire department that your dad is killing everybody. That's crazy.
His family. So again, that is my most important focus right now, is to ensure that they are protected and they are safe. And my hope and wish and prayer is that someday they will be able to find peace.
Court documents say Doerman approached Chase and his mother next. They, quote, engaged in a physical altercation that led to Doerman biting his wife to get her to release the boy. After that, she, quote, grabs the firearm, placing her thumb over the barrel. The defendant shot her through the thumb. After being shot and bit, she ultimately dropped Chase.
Wait. Hold up.
Quote, court documents say Doerman approached Chase and his mother next. They, quote, engaged in a physical altercation that led to Doerman biting his wife to get her to release the boy. After that, she, quote, grabs the firearm, placing her thumb over the barrel. The defendant shot her through the thumb. After being shot and bit, she ultimately dropped Chase. Doerman then allegedly shot and killed the 3-year-old. Next, in a chilling act, Doerman sat down on the side stoop of his home and, quote, calmly watched his wife undertake futile life-saving measures on her 3 children. Doerman remained on that stoop until first responders arrived and took him into custody.
Yo. You bit her and then shot her through the thumb? This dude a whole nother animal. Literally a whole nother animal. This is crazy. What's up, Meg? Oh, Meg in the building. So Meg requested the video. So thank Meg for reviewing this. How much did you miss? We learned a little bit about it so far. It's like not a whole lot, but you know the basics of it, the case. Nefertiti sent over a video for us to review, like what he was, I think, like his reaction, like his first actual, I guess, emotional reaction. So, hey, it's good to learn something new every day. Absolutely, that's my mindset. Meg says he's a bully who felt big in bed. How do you feel big in bed? I mean, I agree. But I'm saying, like, how does this make you feel big in bed to bully children? Not any children, your children. That's not even bullying children. That's a whole nother level. And then he got to jail and soon prison and got a very rude awakening that he's not. Agreed, concurred. That's literally what I was just saying. Like, he thinks that it's torturing his wife, which, you know, it is, but you're the one that's going to be tortured the worst. That's how I am, Naj. I know sports, more about this. Agreed. Like, well, I can't say sports, but NBA. I am an NBA head. I love basketball. Anything NBA related, I am a fan. I actually never was really that into true crime until Renda started showing me a whole bunch of like YouTubers that she watch and channels that, you know, she'll play channel YouTube videos and stuff like that. A couple of them, like Brittany Vaughn and what's the other one? Bailey Syrian. And then we found Mr. Ballin and a couple of other people as well. This is another guy, DJ Ghost, who reviews some of them. His channel is kind of cool. It's a couple other guys. It's a lot of girls, but it's a few other guys I follow that check them out and stuff like that. So, yeah, blame Raina for my interest in true crime. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always like looked into true crime stuff. It was just never like labeled that. It was more like the Chicago, like, unfortunately, like drill culture, right? And obviously that's technically true crime, but we don't call it that. That's just like what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, NBA, I am a fan. I'm actually going to probably start I have started a NBA YouTube channel, but I haven't actually started posting on it yet. So, and then obviously I have my vegan channel as well, vegan fitness channel. Let's see. He had to be on something, or so that's what I want to know. Like, what was he on? Did they give him a drug test or anything like that? Did they try to like figure out what was in his blood at the time? Because this is not a normal, clearly, obviously not a normal activity. It's not something that people just do. I think I heard that it's called prison door therapy. Like when I see the situation said it hits you. I agree. I'm sure it is. Let me find that comment that you posted, Nefertiti, for the video before it's too many comments and I can't find it. I'm trying to go back right quick and pull that up because you had another video that you want to take a look at. 1 second. I'm trying to put it up from my phone. Where'd it go? Let's see. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Copy. And let me pull that up. We're gonna finish this video we were just checking out, and then we'll get to this one. Let's see. Nefertiti says, I feel sheltered. I only recently found out about New York drill stuff from Bruce Rivers. I'm not sure who Bruce Rivers is. It's crazy. You know what's crazy? I don't say this in the braggadocious way. But being from Chicago inspires the world. Chicago, and it's some ways great ways, other ways not so good ways, you know. Like drill isn't technically good, right? But it's also still like a real thing that happens, right? Just like true crime isn't good, but it's something that happens. So people find interest and things that go on in real life, right? And that's, you know, the drill culture is kind of like what happens. And, you know, that started in Chicago, where it originally started from, like back, you know, 12, well, at this time, maybe like 14 years ago, something like that, 15 years ago, to like 12 years ago, you know, with the original rappers, drill rappers and stuff. And then, you know, it went to New York, and then it went to like London, and then it's over in like UK, all different areas of the UK and stuff like that. It's crazy, like how much it's spread out and such. But yeah, it's wild. Let's see. Chad was pathetic, weak man. Chad was a pathetic, weak man, and he could only dominate women and kids who are smaller and not as strong. And he deluded himself into thinking he was tough, but now he's around men who can actually beat him. I'm gonna add the hell up to that. That can beat him the hell up. Yeah, I'm sure you are. When you know, he was a big fish in a small pond, right? Now he probably out in the ocean, realizing he was a goldfish compared to sharks. Goofy. All right. Check out one more and then we get back to the video. Apparently he had, I'm sorry, good night Lady T, I probably missed a comment. Apparently he had not slept for 3 days, but I don't recall him being high. Well, I'll make sure I start getting my sleep in. Well, I do get my sleep, but like, man, being sleepy, 72 hours of sleep, if you do this, I don't want it. 72 hours of not sleeping, should I say. We already watched this part at the beginning, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because they yelled at him like for 3 straight minutes, putting your hands up, and he literally did nothing but sit in his position. So
stand up! Stand up! Stand
Look at this. I will say this is some crazy behavior. Do y'all not think this is crazy behavior? Unless he was like, you know, maybe suicidal after what he did. But like, he's literally just the entire time they yelling, stand up. He's sitting on his porch, not doing anything, not listening, like nothing. Like they give him all type of commands, and he stayed in his position until they walked up on him with AKs, look like all type of guns, and he just still sitting right there until they grabbed him physically. That's some crazy behavior. Unless you just, you know, I don't know if I can say that S word. I already said it, but unless you want to unalive yourself, I'll say that.
Show us your fucking hands now! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up now! Stand up! Stand up! It's in there.
Let me find out y'all into drill stuff. I don't mind making videos about that as well. Cause I definitely keep up with all that. I'm from Chicago, so I'm definitely into that. So if y'all want some videos of that, I ain't got no problem with, you know, doing some videos on that stuff.
Body camera video captures what appears to be Doerman's wife screaming, saying, quote, "You took my life from me."
Meg says he wasn't on drugs. I don't think he was out of his excuse me. He was out of his mind, sleep deprived maybe, but he planned on the attack for a long time. So many chances to stop, but he didn't. Wow. Fool. He hasn't even met the sharks yet. Oh wow. Okay, so he's still in isolation. He just getting a taste of the sharks and whales from the sea. Oh wow. Fucked up part is that he was just sitting there and one of his little boys was right in front of him. Oh wow. On the porch? When he was sitting there the whole time on the porch, one of them was there? Yo. This dude was heartless. One of his kids was right when he was on that porch for like 3 minutes while the police steady yelling at him to get down. You're saying one of his kids was around in proximity? Because I didn't see him. That's crazy.
63 or 21. Have EMS respond over here.
Oh, is that why they got the little black box right here? Damn, yo.
Doerman himself acts very calm after
Do y'all hear the wife? Golly.
he's handcuffed, even saying he will not hurt first responders.
Come on over. I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt nobody. You got anything on you? No,
Like, it's not funny, but that's the definition of delusion. The fool said, "Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you." No, I know you ain't gonna hurt me.
I got nothing, man. Fine, that's it. I'm mad. I ain't got nothing. You make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him. All right, he won't bite you. What's going on, man? No, can I stand up? I'm gonna get you here in a second. You can do whatever you want. Sit down right here. My daughter, she ran her to the fire department. Sit down. This is my stepdaughter. Put him in that cage.
Put him in that cage.
Separate body camera video then shows officers put Doerman in the back of a squad car.
Alright, we've seen it already. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let me go full screen so I can read these. Meg says, it's not crazy. He knows there's no going back. He's caught, and his life will be hell on earth forever. And maybe that realization he regretted for himself. Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Like after a few days, a week or so, and then what's crazy is he's gonna start missing the kids. He's gonna start missing the boys. He's gonna start probably remembering the activities because like they had that picture where all three of them was like doing the thumbs or whatever. You gonna or all four of them, should I say? He's gonna start remembering and thinking back on moments and stuff like that. And like I said, as he gets older, we become, I would think, at least I do, but like as we get older, when we're younger, we're usually like self-centered and, focus on ourselves and our problems, what we got going on. But when we get older, usually become more family oriented, right? And want to make sure that everybody's good and, we become more conscious of the people that you're around, right? I'm not saying that you don't when you're younger, but like, as you get older, it's like that's what matters more to some of us, if we're doing things right. So, as he gets older, he's probably going to be more aware of the mistakes, to say the least, that he's made and the ways that he's went about things. Like, what else, all of us to some extent, whether we, admit it or not, have regret with certain things that we may have done. It may not be obviously not as big as this, but just small things. Maybe just like doing one little thing differently, right? And, a lot of us will say that, I don't regret it because it taught me something, which is true and important. But at the same time, in a moment, if we could have made a better decision, a lot of us would have made better decisions. And I think this is one of those things where a better decision clearly needs to be made. So as he gets older, he's going to be thinking about what his kids would look like at 15, what his kids would look like and would be doing at 21, at 30, at 40, to be able to sit back and, have conversations and memories when he's 60 and his kids are, I'm not sure exactly how much older than the oldest one he was. I think 7 and he was 32, so was it like 25 years? When he's let's say 75 and the kid is 50, right, or something like that, whatever it may be. But to be able to have, to think about conversations that were never had because of his stupidity when he's 32, you know what I mean? So it's just wild, yo. It's just wild. I'm not, but I learned about it from Bruce. Yeah, I was talking about the drill and such. Yeah, the black box is one of the children. The black box is one of the children. I'm not sure what that means. Never to do. He hurt his wife like he wanted to, but now it's time to suffer the consequences. Yeah. A while back, earlier this year or maybe late last year, we was talking about consequences for people and stuff like that, and I can't remember the specific situation, but something I brought up was like how I don't think that people that do like ridiculous crimes should be put to being unalived, if you catch my drift. I don't think that they should. I think that's too easy of an out for them. I think that some people should deserve to suffer for the crimes that they committed. And I don't mean deserve to suffer as far as like just being in isolation and being alone or anything like that. I mean like every day they should be suffering painfully, slowly, torturously for things like this. For example, like you take the lives of 3 of your children who did not ask to be here in the first place. They're here because of your decision, right? Being honest. And not only are they not here, but you're leaving your daughter with a lifelong, because I'm sure she's young too. I'm sure she's not anything older than 15, with a future of lifelong stories and horrible memories and having to explain things, and maybe her first couple of boyfriends, whatever, asking about, hey, do you have brothers? You got sisters? What's your family like? Your siblings? And she got to repeat this story over and over and over to people. You know what I'm saying? Constantly have to revisit this situation for the rest of her life because of this fool. Goddamn fool. So I think some people deserve to suffer. So in this case, he deserves to suffer a long life. He should live for the rest of his natural life suffering every single day. Like, I don't know if that's like putting him through some type of torturous machine or something like that, where he don't die, but it's painful to the point where you wish you were, or whatever it may be, or getting beat up every single day. I don't know what the solution is, but certain people, they deserve that, in my opinion. Behind the black box sensor. Maybe I'm just clueless. I don't know what's going on with this black box situation. This is the reaction he wanted. A person can reach a state where they are so overwhelmed by fear that they basically shut down and don't react or move even when they should. That's Chad's situation. Oh, okay, I got you. That makes sense. It makes sense. Like a deer in headlights type of thing. Maybe not exactly, but Yeah, like they showed up to the wrong house. And there was somebody. That's literally what happened there. Oh man. Or rather, it's like the mind convinces. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was fear. I think it's resolution. He did it, and the adrenaline and probably. Oh, okay. It's probably still pumping. Itself, the situation, it's not as bad. And then the person tries to react. Okay, yeah. It is wild. Patrice said, I agree. Dread might not be a bad word. Adrenaline, definitely. Okay. All right, let's get back to it, y'all. Let's get back to it. I'm gonna fast forward it because you saw this.
Doerman allegedly said the court documents allege Doerman, quote, admitted to having been thinking about shooting his son since October. During an interview with first responders, Doerman allegedly said this thought weighed so heavily on him, quote, he hadn't slept for 3 or 4 days prior to murdering his 3 sons. He also told first responders, quote, I did it to take me to jail when they arrived on the scene. Doerman has since been charged with 9 counts of aggravated murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, and 8 counts of kidnapping. Ohio prosecutors have already signified they plan to seek the death penalty in his case.
I can't go into a whole lot of facts, all right, because this is a death penalty case, and my goal is to have this man executed for slaughtering these 3 little boys.
Despite the revelation that he'd been planning his son's murders for months, Doerman pleaded not guilty to all charges in the case. Reporting for Long Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Dang, yo. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the video that, oh god, I can't stop it. Okay, there we go. We're gonna go to the video that, hold up, let me see. Am I tripping? Okay, there we go. We're gonna go to the video that Nefertiti sent over. And also Nefertiti, I do know who Bruce Rivers is. I haven't really watched a lot of his content, but I think somebody interviewed him, and I was watching that interview. Um, so yeah, Ray Angel. I think that's Raina. Is that you? I think it's Raina. She got a couple YouTube channels like me. Let me get this pulled over. Okay, here we go. Let's check it out. It says no audio until 2:36. So let me fast forward it. Well, let's see what's going on, and then we'll fast forward it. Okay. So they all grabbing on. He's saying, "Come on," looking crazy. He look like a beaver. Okay. Let's just fast forward it to 2:32 so we can actually hear what's going on. Oh, 2:36, should I say. What the hell was that? What's this fool doing?
So you know, Sarge, he didn't want to get dressed. I'm worried about Jason. We're about to fight. We're
That boy's scared. Okay. Let's fast forward a little bit. What is this? CV test? Oh, it's a swap.
Okay, so I want you just to listen, okay? We're gonna have a public defender. I know, got it, but you take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Got it. I know, just take a deep breath from me, okay? I'm gonna have your public defender come back and talk to you, okay?
Concurred.
And then we're gonna go out and we're gonna do your hearing. Can you hear me? Do you need a second?
Hey, Meg, if you have some more videos, also that you want to send over that you want us to look at for this specific case, definitely drop them in the chat so we can take a look at those. Whoops.
Take a deep breath. Okay. So your public defender will come back and talk to you. You understand that? Okay. And then we'll go out for your hearing. Okay. There is news media out there. Okay. When you walk out, you'll see a piece of black tape on the floor. All I need from you is to stand on that piece of black tape, face the judge only, and just listen. Okay? Your public defender or your attorney is going to do all the talking for you. They'll say that you have the right to remain silent, and I advise.
I'm not gonna lie, I find joy in seeing the fear on their faces when they deserve it. It's like a guilt-free dessert. Pause. Also hit that like button, please. If y'all in the chat and you ain't hit it yet, it's very free. Just hit the like button for us.
Advise you to use that, okay? Because everything in there is recorded. So I want you again just to stay there, look at the judge only. Don't turn to the media. Don't turn to anybody in the audience that you may know. Listen to the judge and let your
Have a safe flight, babe. Call me when you land.
public defender do talking for you. Alright? Do you have any questions for us? Okay.
You know what's so crazy? Quick side note, like I've never been to jail, right? But I've been in holding cells quite a few times, just for like uh, small stuff, whatever. So there was one time where I was in a holding cell. Um, what was it for? It was my license or something like that. I don't remember what the specific situation for, but this is when we was in Chicago. Got pulled over. I was actually with Raina, and this is how bad it actually sucks. Or maybe it's just like how conditioned I am to just like regular society. But like, so they put me in there and they handcuffed my wrist, obviously, and they handcuffed it to a like some type of like pole in the room, right, the holding cell room, and I had to sit on the bench. It was just torture, literally just torture, not being able to get up and go to the bathroom because they had to go to the bathroom, right? And I was in a room where there was like this little small door, and you would have to be up to the door to look over it to see someone walking by. Otherwise, if they were tall enough, you could see the top of their head going by. So the whole time, I can't even stand. I mean, I can stand up, but I can't even like get up and walk closer. I just have to like wave or yell like, "Hey, yo, 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 yo!" There goes the bathroom, and I'm just like, after the situation was over, because like I said, it was just it was some sort of, it was something, I don't know what it was specifically. It was something with the license or something like that. But it was that small of a situation. And then thinking about the fact that this fool like this going to spend the whole rest of his life, hopefully, in prison, like that's a whole nother level of like reality where you realize because of your actions, this the circumstance and the situation that you're in that could have been prevented, because as y'all said, I haven't really gotten to that part, but as y'all said, he wanted to punish his wife, right? And literally, like, there's nobody else to blame but yourself. And mine was just a very small situation because of some sort of like traffic ticket or my driver's license. I can't remember exactly what it was. This was like years ago, but like just that little glimpse of moment. And then when they did come and let me go to the bathroom, like they was handcuffed. Like they still had me handcuffed, and they stood there. They literally stood there as I was in the bathroom. They were in the bathroom with me while I had to use the bathroom. I just had to pee, but they stood there with me, right? They didn't give me no type of privacy, none of that stuff, and then brought me right back to the holding cell. And the whole thing lasted maybe about like 3 hours or something like that. But the fact that that experience is like a bad night compared to what these fools had to go through for the rest of life while being involved in like general public of criminals and such. He's in for a rude awakening. That's all I gotta say about that. He's not really saying much right here, so I'm gonna fast forward it. All right, this one's kind of hard to hear. Let's see if we can find another video. Should I keep watching it? Should I keep going, or should I stop right here? Because this seems like it's a little bit hard to hear. I don't know how much more is going to come from that. Let me see if I can pull up another video where it give me a little bit. FT says, I think we miss him crying, like, and the lady trying to cope. The lady cop trying to help him stop crying. Did we miss that? I'll go back to it. I just didn't see a section in there where looked like that was happening. Let me see. Y'all let me know if y'all what part, because I don't really see a section where I saw the lady cop. Was it this?
Your left face the wall. Back up, she's gonna be slow. Take control of her. Let your foot back up, she's gonna be slow.
Okay, so I want you just to listen right now, okay? We're gonna have the public defender. I know, stand up, we can take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. I know, just take a deep breath for me, okay? I'm gonna have your public defender come back and talk to you, okay? And then we're gonna go out and we're gonna do your hearing.
All right, let me wind this and turn the caption off.
Okay, so I want you just to listen right now, okay? We're gonna have the public defender. I know, stand up, we can take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. I know, just take a deep breath for me, okay? I'm gonna have your public defender come back and talk to you, okay? And then we're gonna go out and we're gonna do your hearing.
Is it bad that I'm laughing at this? I don't know if that's bad or that's acceptable. I don't know if that's appropriate, but I find it funny.
Can you hear me? Do you need a sec?
The boy said, "No, I can't hear you." Oh God! Hold on, wait a minute. That's like the funniest situations to me. That's the funniest situations to me. What's up, Mikey? What's happening? I haven't seen my homegirl. What's up? Big ups, tough. Y'all is Jamaican Americans. Yeah, Brandon was just actually. I just talked to her. She said about Chicago. She was actually in the comments for a minute, but she headed back home to spend some time with her family, with mom and such. So, you know, she doing her thing. What was I about to say? Golly, I forgot my point. What was I saying? I just thought that was funny. I just thought that was funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong for that. No, I ain't wrong for that. I don't care.
Take a deep breath. Okay. So your public defender will come back and talk to you. You understand that? Okay. And then we'll go out for your hearing. Okay. There is news media out there. Okay. When you walk out, you'll see a piece of black tape on the floor. All I need from you is to stand on that piece of black tape, face the judge only, and just listen. Okay? Your public defender or your attorneys will do all the talking for you. They'll say that you have the right to remain silent, and I advise you to use that, okay? Because everything in there is recorded. So I want you again just to stand there, look at the judge.
He cried like a little biatch. This is what Patrice says. It's not. I laughed too, says Nefertiti. Okay, good. It ain't just me. I think for something else, I wouldn't laugh. But for him, I had a belly laugh. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because it's like certain situations, it's like certain things be said, you know what I mean? But like in situations like this, it's like I find it hilarious. I find it hilarious.
Judge only, don't turn to the media, don't turn to anybody in the audience that you may know. Listen to the judge and let your public defender do talking for you. Okay? Do you have any questions for us? Okay.
All right, let's see if we can find another one right quick. I think I got. Let's see. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see if I can pull up because I got a couple of them over here, but these are kind of long. And I think we went over most of these. Oh, side note, like after maybe about another 5 minutes, if y'all got some videos, it could be any cases. It could be like what we did the other night, or was it like 2 nights ago, where we just looked at like traffic stops and stuff like that. If y'all got some videos that y'all want to send over like tonight and we take a look at them, let's do it. I'm definitely down. So I think we got like a lot of good stuff up in here, but let me see what Meg says. I don't know if you already watched it, but TV Court TV, Chad Doerman, please not guilty. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Let me look that up. Oh wait, I don't think we've seen this one. Okay. Yeah, so as we get towards, like if y'all want to start sending them over now, if y'all got some other videos y'all want me to take a look at, we can take a look at those. That'll be like right after this. So definitely send them over. But I wanted to take a look at what he does. Yeah, this thing is not guilty. Okay. Alright, let me put it up. Well, let me put this one up right quick. Oh wait.
Specification for victim under 13, course of conduct specification, and felony murder specification, as well as that firearm specification. Again, convicted of aggravated murder, as well as any of the aggravating circumstance specifications. The possible penalties would be death, life without parole, life with the possibility of parole after 30 years, or life with the possibility of parole after 25 years. The firearm specification again carries that 3 years mandatory, which must be served prior and consecutive to any imposed prison sentence, and the possible fine of 25.
Let me pull up the that specific one. Cause how in the hell do you plead not? You got the video, Meg? You got a link for me? If you got a link for me, that'd be better, so I can put it up. But I'll just type it in. Doberman. Let's see. Pleads not guilty. Let's see. Is it this one right here? That's too long. I'm on 38 minutes. Let's see. How long is this one? Okay, this one 30 minutes.
Leading the way with breaking news.
A Claremont County man accused of murdering his 3 young sons appeared before a judge today, one day after he was indicted on 21 charges. Thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Stephen Albritton. Investigators say Chad Doerman planned the murders and then executed his plan last week. WLWT News Hub's Karen Johnson is live in Batavia with more on what happened for this morning. Karen?
Good afternoon, Stephen. Chad Doerman entered a not guilty plea this morning here in Claremont County, which is standard during this stage of the process. He faces 21 counts, including 9 charges of aggravated murder. This morning, prosecutors also revealed more details about the case, and I just want to warn people that the details involving 7-year-old Clayton
Yo, I still can't get over this, yo. Like, these are your mini clones. They're literally walking, breathing, talking versions of the extension of you. And you say, nah, fuck that. To quote unquote punish your wife. That is literally still mind boggling. And then the fact that you decide to say that you're not guilty of what? Not guilty? Like, what the hell are you not guilty of? Protecting them? I guess you are not guilty of protecting them, right? You are guilty of protecting them, so I guess you are not guilty. I don't know. But, like, that is wild.
3-year-old Hunter and 3-year-old Chase are extremely graphic. Doerman is accused of shooting all 3 last week at their house on Laurel Lindell Road in Monroe Township. And this morning in court, prosecutors said he killed 4-year-old Hunter first, then shot 7-year-old Clayton after he ran into a field behind the home. They say the youngest, Chase, was the last to be killed after Doerman ripped him from his mother's arms.
This is a death penalty case. And my goal is to have this man executed for slaughtering these 3 little boys. It is an incomprehensible.
Side note, I don't want to keep pausing it, but how do y'all feel about lawyers that take how do y'all feel about lawyers that take cases where it's a clear open and shut case? How do y'all feel about that? Right? Because I know they're technically just doing their job, but how do y'all feel about lawyers that, because what do they say, like, they don't have to prove that he's not guilty. They just have to give, like, what is it, like, reasonable doubt or suspicion, or I forgot the specific verbiage, but just, you got to prove that he is guilty, right? So there's got to put some questions in your mind, or whatever it may be. I forgot the verbiage. But, like, what are y'all thoughts on lawyers that take cases where the whole world know that the fool did it, and they choose to defend that individual, even if they know that that individual technically is guilty, and who's to say that they do know? But, like, it's just a question that popped up in my mind. I want to know what y'all think about that.
Act of horror that he perpetrated on this family. So again, that is my most important focus right now, is to ensure that they are protected and they're safe. And my hope and wish and prayer is that someday they will be able to find peace.
And today, the judge ordered Doerman be held here in the Claremont County Jail without bond. If convicted, he does face the death penalty. He is scheduled to return to court July 5th. Reporting live in Batavia, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
Karen, just such heartbreaking details coming out of that arraignment this morning. Now, we're hearing that you were able to speak with the family members of those boys.
Yeah, I spoke to the aunt this morning after the hearing, and she just wanted to get across some details about the funeral. We know the visitation and the celebration of life is what it's being called, is set for Monday at First Baptist Church of Glen Estee. She wanted the public to know that it is open to the public. She says there's going to be guest books scattered throughout the church, and they're encouraging people to share any stories they may have of the boys. She says that's one thing that is getting her sister through all of this, is just hearing the happy stories. And also the family is asking if you attend to wear bright colors, because again, they want to remember the happy times, and they want this to be a celebration of life.
Celebration for Clayton, Hunter, and Chase. Karen Johnson live for us.
Wow. Damn, man. That's tough. Let's see what y'all thoughts are. Let's see. I have no feeling about it, says Nefertiti. They have to do it, especially PDs, public defenders. They don't get a choice. Private lawyers can choose to not take the case. Even Storio? I don't know. Their role is to make sure he gets a fair trial. Okay, I see. This is why I enjoy, like, looking at these cases and, like, interacting with you all and getting your perspectives and stuff like that, because I would have never known that. I wouldn't even thought to look that up, that public defenders have to take the case. I had no idea. But I guess that makes sense when they say, like, you'll be assigned a public defender if you don't have a lawyer. That's interesting. I never knew that. Thanks for the education. Don't they say you learn something new every day? It's a cliche, but it's true, if you pay attention. Meg says, it's a constitutional right. The accused must have a defense, and someone has to do it. It's not personal. That's true. That's true. Exception being the ones who behave disgustingly, inappropriate, and insulting to the victims and their family. I.e., Lil Daryl. Were you thinking about Lil Daryl when you type this part? Because this is him in a nutshell. Exception being the ones who behave disgustingly, inappropriate and insulting the victims and their family. Yeah, that's Ladero. For sure. I used to think lawyers like that were scummy, and some are like the lawyer representing that girl in Arizona that killed her, that offed her baby in the hospital. But it's their job to represent. I get it. It's just that it's just like so, like you sitting up here and you defending this individual that you know in the back of your mind, maybe even in the front of your mind, that this fool done did to do, and he's flat out wrong, and you know he wrong, and you feel bad about defending this fool, but it's the fact, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, in my mind, I would think that like discredits the individual because like they're doing something that they know that they're trying to present arguments that goes against what they actually believe. But at the same time, I get what you're saying, especially like if it's a public defender, they don't have a choice. There was his own. Oh, right, he didn't have a lawyer. He defended himself. I forgot about that. Yeah, damn. You know what's funny? Because I was thinking, I was like, who was Ladero's lawyer? No wonder. Makes sense. Even in defending their clients, there are lines. There are lines that should be crossed, and most don't. But the ones who do are really scummy. Concurred. You should look at that girl's case. It's so wild. Her mom and lawyer are so damn annoying. You gotta send it to me. I'm not sure exactly which one it is. Let me scroll back up because let me see where to go. Patrice sent over a link somewhere. I had to pull up from my phone. Let me see. I have to go back and pull up from my phone. Anything else that I'm missing with this specific case? Did he actually, aside from pleading not guilty, like is the case still going on, or is there anything I should have looked at specifically? Because let me see, body cam. There's a lot of body cam footage, but I think it's the same thing. I might. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find that specific one. Okay, let me pull up from my phone because I won't be able to grab the URL from my computer. Let's see. Oh, I seen this one. Okay, so if I've seen everything that I should see about this specific case, then we're gonna move on to some other ones. We're gonna look at one that Nefertiti sent over and one that Patrice sent over. I'm trying to find. I got the one that Nefertiti sent over because she just sent it. I'm trying to find the one that Patrice sent over. But let me pull this up now. This was about the girl. Hold on. Let me see. Where we at? Golly, this is crazy. I don't like these type of videos. I hate these videos, but okay, we can look at it. Man, these be tough for me to watch. Anything with kids and babies and be like, I want to see it. Alright, let's take a look at it real quick.
I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering
charged with murdering her newborn baby, her lawyer says nurses who treated her at the hospital are actually responsible for the baby's death. Welcome to Law and Crime.
Patrice, can you send it over one more time? I can't scroll back far enough on my phone to see the link, and I can't copy it from the computer when I scroll up. If you can send it over one more again, I will for sure grab it and copy it.
Crime Sidebar Podcast. I'm Anjanette Levy. The story of Alexi Treviso is incredibly disturbing. The 19-year-old high school senior gave birth to her son in January in the bathroom of a hospital emergency room. Police say she suffocated the newborn and then hid his body in a trash can.
The fact that she was able to run and take off like that, that is wild. It looked like she just hit the, number 2. But that is crazy. Is that possible? Oh, well, obviously it's possible because she did it. But, I always thought that, I ain't never had a child. So, I thought it was, a very tough situation to be in, where you gotta, be in a comfortable environment, laying down, or, I guess they say the technical way to have a baby is squatting, but, in our society, we lay on a hospital bed and then have the baby and such. But the fact that she just took off down the field, somebody said hike, it's not funny, but it's it's crazy that, seeing this is, complete opposite of what I'm used to knowing about people having children.
Underneath a trash bag. Now her lawyer says the nurses and doctors treating her at the hospital actually caused a stillbirth by giving her drugs such as morphine after she complained of back pain, but denied that she could be pregnant. Her lawyer, Gary Mitchell, told thedailymail.com that he has filed a notice of intent to sue the hospital, claiming Treviso was given a number of drugs while she exits his hospital. The story of Alexi Treviso is incredibly disturbing. The 19-year-old high school senior gave birth to her son in January in the bathroom of a hospital emergency room. Police say she suffocated the newborn and then hid his body in a trash can underneath a trash bag. Now her lawyer says the nurses and doctors treating her at the hospital actually caused a stillbirth by giving her drugs such as morphine after she complained of back pain, but denied that she could be pregnant. Her lawyer, Gary Mitchell, told thedailymail.com that he has filed a notice.
Now that's interesting. They gave her morphine and denied that she can be pregnant.
Notice of intent to sue the hospital, claiming Treviso was given a number of drugs that caused the baby to stop breathing. This is what Gary Mitchell told Law and Crime in an interview recently.
She had worked out that day as a cheer team for almost 4 hours, or a little over 4 hours, from 2:30 to 7, and then was dehydrated from that. So trying to get a UA was a bit difficult, but when you do a blood test, which they took, it will also tell you whether or not you're pregnant. And it did. And that happened at 50 minutes after midnight, and she went to the hospital thinking that she was suffering from low back pain and severe abdominal pain.
So, alright, ladies in the chat, please help me out, because I ain't never been a woman before, and I never will be. Nor do I want to be, because y'all are some strong individuals to go through the stuff that y'all go through. Is it possible to be 9 months pregnant and not know that you're pregnant? Is that a real thing? Because from being around people that have been pregnant, at a certain amount of months, you feel the abdominal pain, your stomach extends, and you can feel the baby kicking and moving around and stuff like that. Does that not happen to everybody? I don't know. I have no idea. Thankfully, I don't know. Because I think that's y'all some of the strongest individuals in the world to be dealing with that. Just me thinking, just processing having another individual in your stomach is wild. So I don't know. I gotta ask: is it possible to be, 8+ months pregnant, and have no idea that you're pregnant? Is that like a real thing?
Went there and indicated on a bank scale of 1 to 10 that she
Oh wait,
was at a 10,
I'm sorry.
but not a saint. And went there and indicated on a bank scale of 1 to 10 that she was at a 10, but not a single one of them told her that she was pregnant. Not a single one of them told her that we need to examine you. This is a plastic instance. The female feels the need to go to the restroom. Maybe we better check and make sure she's not delivering a baby. I mean, you just don't allow that kind of thing if you know what you're doing. They did, and they didn't bother to tell her. And the child, we know, had morphine in the system. It only got that morphine because the hospital gave it to him. And the hospital didn't stop the medication after they learned that she was pregnant. They didn't take the IV out then. They waited 48 minutes and continued to give her not only morphine, but sodium chloride that's salt. That's not unusual, that should be. Cadillac, Zolfon, and morphine. So this is a situation in which the hospital failed her, the nurses and doctors failed her, the Office of Medical Investigators failed her.
I've reached out to Gary Mitchell for a comment. At the time of this recording, he has not yet responded. Surveillance video showed Treviso going to the bathroom in a hallway in a hurry while placing her hand at her rear end. Take a look at what a supervising nurse told police about what they found when they unlocked the bathroom door.
In a pregnancy test on sexual positive, she was denying that she had sex. She said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. Came knocking on the door.
He said she denied that she had sex. Let's see here. Okay, thanks for sending it over, Patrice. We're gonna take a look at that. Just give me a sec. The thing is, women get painkillers often while in labor. Baby made one of interest. Did not want to make I think her mom's control freak. I didn't see the Melly case. I mean I know about it, but I never actually looked at any of the actual content about it. Well, actually, like DJ Academics. Obviously, I've checked out like some of his content where he's talking about it, but I haven't actually seen the actual footage or anything like that. I know that they say it was something like a mistrial or something. Absolutely not. She looked pregnant. She moved like she was pregnant. Huh. Okay. Alright, y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna play the video, but I'm gonna step off for like 45 seconds. I'm gonna rewind it.
A hallway in a hurry while placing her hand
Be right back.
Take a look at what a supervising nurse told police about what they found when they unlocked the bathroom door.
She had sex. She said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. Kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood and shit everywhere. She was cleaning it up. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. So the doctor started doing a vaginal exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She
back.
9 months? Have you watched the news of the girls that what they do to their babies and when they go to jail? It's great.
Joining me to discuss this case is somebody who I think is the perfect guest to do it. He is Jerry Dugan. He was a longtime prosecutor in the Homicide Division of the Philadelphia DA's office and is currently a medical malpractice attorney. So, Jerry, welcome to Sidebar. Thanks for coming on.
Sure, Anjanette, glad to help.
I want your initial thoughts on the body camera footage in this case, but also the claims by Alexi Treviso. You see it in the body camera footage. It wasn't breathing or there was no breathing, that type of thing.
Well, I think overall, Anjanette, the defense in this case and the approach that the defendant seems to be taking through her lawyer seems to be both desperate and dangerous. I think its desperation is based on the fact that there's really very little direction that they could take this. This is an adult. The woman, as I recall, is 19 years old.
Yes.
Who made the conscious decision to dispose of a fetus in a trash can and then cover it over in the bathroom of an emergency room. So you begin with the premise that it is difficult, if not impossible, to exonerate this woman, and apparently the direction the defense is taking is a very dangerous one because they've apparently chosen to attack everyone else involved in the investigation and try to exclude this woman from any culpability. Specifically, the suggestion that the emergency room physicians are incompetent because they administered excessive amounts of morphine under circumstances which were not a deviation from the standard of care. And then coupled with that, argued that the forensic pathologist who conducted the autopsy, that his testing was what the newspaper describes, in his own words, as medieval. That, to me, is a very dangerous approach to the defense in this case, because attacking everyone else and attempting to exonerate a woman whose conduct borders and exceeds outrageous, in my opinion, is an act of desperation beyond many that I've ever seen before.
It is getting wild. Let's check out some of the comments. Guess she denied it. Probably because her mom was in the wrong. I think I missed this. Neff says, I think Melly did it, but the prosecutor was getting way too into their feelings. Her feelings. Yeah, totally healthy. It was 2 years ago. Okay, I'm missing some stuff. I probably was going a little bit too long. Yeah, I probably missed on a whole bunch of comments. Having some good conversation in here. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back over here.
Obviously, they're claiming that this was a stillbirth. They've taken this route. They're filing. They filed a notice of intent to sue. So they're going a civil route. They're taking this to civil court. But obviously, it looks like this is possibly testing the waters for a defense in the criminal case. Like you kind of lay this groundwork, or you've got this other track you're going on, and trying to put all of this out there. They say on the body camera footage, the charge nurse clearly says she's been lying to us the whole time. She said she didn't have sex. She denied that she could be pregnant. Pregnancy test comes back. She's pregnant. She locks herself in the bathroom. Won't let us in. We get the key. It's a bloody mess. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, It's unbelievable to me that they're trying to say, oh, it was the drugs that killed the baby, and the baby was stillborn. She claims it wasn't crying, or he wasn't crying, yet they find the baby in a trash bag with a knot tied around it.
In the first incident, the autopsy that I understand was conducted found air in the infant's lungs.
Yes.
And assuming that's a correct finding, either something or someone had to prevent that oxygen from being expelled. And the most logical way to prevent the expulsion of oxygen in an infant or in anyone is manual strangulation or closing off the airway. So the suggestion is a stillborn and yet has oxygen in its lungs. And the claim that 0.19 nanograms of morphine was the causative agent.
So what happened with this situation? Because I don't want to go through the whole entire thing. What happened with this? Forcing the baby out. I can't remember. That's a theory. Approving. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This. It seems like this is gonna be a longer video. Well, 22 minutes. I'm 9 minutes in. So I'm interested in what actually happened. Let me scroll back up before it gets lost. Patrice, I got the video. What we're gonna do, maybe we'll do that separately. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. Do y'all want to hop on? We need a group. We need a group collaboration. We need group collaboration right now. Do y'all want to hop back on tomorrow night for live and review the YNW Melly case? If y'all are interested in that, drop some ones in the chat and we will do so. I'm down for that. Okay? Let me know. If y'all want to review the YNW Melly case tomorrow night, let's do that. Or maybe we can review several different cases and things that's going on tomorrow night. Either way, I'm down to hop back on tomorrow night if y'all want to. So send me some videos, send me some whatever y'all want to check out tomorrow. We can definitely do so. I'm with it. Whether it's like what we did the other night, but we'll take a look at a few different videos and cases and situations that's going on. So whether it's current or previous, let me know. But I want y'all feedback so I can know what's popping. Because if y'all not gonna hop on tomorrow, then obviously we don't need to do it tomorrow. But if y'all down for that, then let me know. Nefertiti says, I was telling about a friend of mine that was able to jog all the way until her water broke. Wow. Jog? Some women can be completely able-bodied while pregnant, and some can be bed-bound. That's why I had to ask. That's why I was asking specifically, because I have no idea. I don't know nothing. And, to even act like I did would be stupid. Listen, okay, that's what we read. Do Patrice video, okay. Yeah, so let's hop, we'll hop back on tomorrow night if y'all are down for that. Oh, and Alexa named her son after herself. The son should put. Oh God. Wow. That's bad. Alexis will be his own stream. Meg says, this case makes me so extremely frustrated. She was exactly where she needed to be to surrender her baby safely, and she did. That's true. Like, of all places and all situations and circumstances, you were in a perfect environment to safely deliver your baby, and if you don't want it, you know, give it up for adoption. Of all places. Now again, this is not my position or circumstance to talk about or give my opinions necessarily about what a person should do, because I ain't never experienced, never will experience, never want to experience what an individual would, under these circumstances, go through. But like you would think, and again, she's 19, so I don't know, maybe the youth factor, and then plus them telling them that she's not pregnant, plus I don't know what's going on over there. But I would think that under the circumstances, one would be able to communicate and tell the individual what's going on with them, and let them know that something's happening, and they can double check and say, "Oh wait, you are pregnant," and then you give it up for adoption. But I don't know. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. Sure. I'll be here tomorrow. Okay. Sure. Meg drops the 1. I was so angry with her. She's 19. She could have easily told the hospital and gave up the baby and then left the hospital. No questions asked. Her mother was not legal. Oh, I'm sorry. Her mother has not legal rights to anything. I said her mother was not legal. That's bad. Oh man, that's all messed up. Sorry. Okay. They did tell her she was pregnant and she denied it. Oh, she denied it. Okay, because that wasn't what that video said, or what the lady was saying in that video. Okay, well that's different. All right. Yeah, I don't know. This is wild. This is another wild one. She a wild boy. Okay, cool. So we'll pop back on tomorrow. So we'll take a look at the YNW Melly case, and then what I want y'all to do. All right, listen what I'm about to say. What I want y'all to do is drop some links. I'm going to exit off of this video. I appreciate y'all for hopping on. I'm going to exit off of this video, but before y'all leave, drop several links to several, whether it's court cases or whether it's like roadside body cam footage like we did the other night, like all those different type of things. Drop the video YouTube links on this specific video in the comments after it exits, because what y'all have right now, this is the live chat, and y'all been doing YouTube forever probably. I've been looking at for YouTube forever, so you know that the live chat videos or comments, they're just live chat comments. So after the video posts, go to this video and drop some YouTube links for the videos that y'all want us to review tomorrow, right? Whatever videos you want me to take a look at tomorrow, drop them in the comments after it's over. Okay? Check that out. Drop them in the comments, and it can be random, like court cases. It can be random body count footage, like the other day with the lady that did the routine, or the people that did the routine traffic stop, and then she was drunk and all that sort of stuff. Drop all that stuff in the comments, okay? And we're gonna take a look at that tomorrow. We're gonna come back, have a good time. We'll be back, and tomorrow night let's do a little bit early. Let's do 8:30 maybe, 8:30 CST Central Time. All right, 8:30 CST Central Time Standard. 8 or 9. 8 or 9. Maybe 9 p.m. CST. I don't know. One or the other. Either way, I'll post it a few hours ahead of time so y'all can know. But yeah, if you do Millie, do the parts questioning the girlfriend's mom. Okay, so I'm gonna need those videos because I don't know that much about this case. I don't know that much at all about this case. So drop the YouTube links to the ones y'all want me to take a look at, and that'll make it easier, because otherwise I'll be just typing in it on YouTube all day long and I won't know. Alright, so after this video is over, which is like right now, I'm about to end it, drop the YouTube links. I appreciate y'all for hopping on, appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, spending some time. It's been a good time. I love all y'all. Y'all have a great night. After this video ends, drop those YouTube links. Drop as many as you can, and we'll take a look at that alone tomorrow. Catch y'all then. Peace.